with the processor, you can return it in that. But this honker, this is not the processor. That's only what keeps it cool, because these things run hot. So this here is the actual thing that does all the processing power in the computer. So we're gonna put this in. To do that, there's a little lever here. I'm gonna pull this out and up. Now we can lift this part up, and then this can go down. Now it only goes in one way, so you can see there's a pin missing on the one corner here. It's kind of hard to see. There's pins on all four, or the other three corners, but not this corner. This one, you can see there's an arrow. This is the upside, so that means that's the corner where the pin is missing. You can see that it looks like the pin is missing there. I don't know what lighting works better, but there's pins all around, or not pins, but holes where the pins would go, except for there. So that's where it's missing. So we're going to line this up with the missing pin. So that goes in just like that. It just sits there. You don't have to push it, don't force it. Just kind of set it down, give it a little jiggle like that until it drops into place. Now you can simply just drop that down, and then this needs to be pushed down with a little bit of force just to get it down, and then it locks in place. Now the fan, this is actually called the heat sink, and this big chunk of metal or copper, depending on the type you get, it's going to be metal. The copper typically conducts heat better, so you can get one of those. This is a standard one that comes with it. And then it's got a fan on top, so that will help pull the heat off of the heat sink and blow it away from the processor. So we're going to put this down. So once you have the cable untangled, then you can do this. So we can look down here. Keep the camera down here probably for now the place where it's going to plug in is over here. It says CHA fan. It's kind of hard to see there, but that's for the chassis fan. And then here there's the CPU fan, so that's where that's going to go. So we want to position this so it can reach, and these four little things are going to feed down through the holes in there. Now I can plug this in just so it's out of the way. Now that we've got that in there, I'm going to push these down, and you want to do 2 and 2 at the same time together like that, not just 1, 1, 1, so that it can be even, and you want to hear it snap. So the processor should be solid when it's in there, almost as if you could lift the whole thing up. The other part, it's another power source for the motherboard. It only goes in one way here. So there's a tab on the one side, and it's kind of hard to see, but there's another tab on the one side of that which this clips onto. So it just goes straight down, and that's in. Now we got the processor, power supply. Next thing, we can do the memory. That only goes in one way. Now we want to flip these tabs back like this. Now you can kind of see where the slot is, and it only goes one way, so that lines up because you don't want to force it down. So if you can kind of see that that's going to fit there, it's like a seesaw, back and forth, one side to the other, and then it pushes itself down. These clips come up by themselves. It may need a little assistance coming up, but for the most part you're just pushing down on it and it will go in. And then the second one, same thing. You can kind of see how it lines up, and then it kind of goes into place a little bit. It goes down a bit, but as you push it down on the ends, it's got to be straight down. So make sure you're not going off to the sides, but the clips already came up on their own, so that's good. Next thing is the hard drive. So here we've got a Seagate 320 gig hard drive. It's a serial ATA. The older style have pins, so they're IDE. This one here is a serial, because we do have some serial ports down here on the board where we can plug it into. So we're going to do this. Most cases it usually slides in on the bottom. The upper bays are for CD, DVD. The hard drive will go on the bottom. So we're going to screw this guy down. That's down. Now the last main component is the DVD drive. Keep the manuals and such with the motherboard box throughout the rest. So there's your DVD drive, and that's the back that goes inside the computer. Now we want to put this in from the front. So if we take this here, we want to pull off the front side of the case to get at it. So there's usually some kind of clips here that we can get at, and it comes off like that. And we want to pop off. It's going to come in here, but we need to get this out of the way, and that usually pops off fairly easily by pressing in on the clips on the inside. That's done. Then we can slide this in. Make sure it's not upside down, because that'll be a pain to take apart again. Now you want to make sure it's in just long enough. This should line up here, because when the cover comes back on, it's going to go out so far. And then you can line this up. With this particular case, it's got nice locks like that. Others you'll have to use screws and screw it in, but that's all that is. So those are nice and easy to work with. And now we can just slap the cover back on. So it kind of goes in from the one side. Once it's lined up in place, it just snaps together real easy. So that's done. These guys are away for now. And we need to hook up the connections for the data so it knows how to transmit from the DVD and the hard drive. So you got these serial ATA cables. So the hard drive has one there, which will plug into number 1. Now these are labeled from 1, 2, 3, and 4. It shouldn't really matter which one you plug it into, although it's ideal to have it go from the first spot on the board. So if it's reading in order, you want the hard drive to be number 1. So the other one here, we'll put in number 2, which will lead to the DVD drive. Then we need power for it. Now you've got different power adapters. You got the old Molex